Hello, everyone. This is a combination mailbag video and book review. So, got a rather interesting um, letter from my friend Artie in San Antonio. What came in this is, I don't know if I'm on camera right, but either way. Night of the Bloody Tapes, Zine. He didn't number this one, but yeah, this is my favorite indie zine. And actually, since I've moved a few different times, I think I've fallen off of the mailing list of a couple of them, so that kind of sucks. So I need to get back on that and update. But what's awesome is that Artie actually includes a lot of other uh, people that you can write to and sign up for their zines. But yeah, so let's see. This zine covers mainly VHS and reviews it, and he started to include other reviewers as well. So I guess I'll just give some examples of what he's covering in here and sort of show it off a little bit. But Dolph Lundgren movie there, Army of One, Patrick Swayze and Black Dog, Captain Ron in Collateral, Kurt Russell in Dark Blue. So, in a recent video, I was just talking about how I haven't really been inspired this past week, or I guess last week by the time you're watching this, to watch anything. And just in time for me to open this up and get reminded of a whole bunch of movies that are noteworthy for different reasons. Sort of obscure stuff that he has found. And sometimes it's a popular movie. Let's see, such as a Jerry Maguire review, which is I would never expect that out of Artie, but that's cool, man. You throw in all kinds of different stuff, and it brings in different people. So anyway, at the end of this, also he did a book review, and I think he mentions in this, uh, it's No Sanctuary by Richard Lehman. I think he's gonna start a smaller zine just doing book reviews. So I'll be interested in that too, Artie. So, include me on that list for sure. But yeah, lots of good stuff in this. Highly recommend following him on YouTube. And if you go to his Instagram at Tapes of Fate, you can talk to him about getting your own zine. And the book review, this comes from Artie as well. Jor Lansdale, The Nightrunners. I'll just read the full back of this. In the field of country noir, the dark side of rural and small town America, Lansdale stakes his claim to legendary status with the Nightrunners. A 66 Chevy bears down on the countryside, the car full of vicious teenagers embodying evil biblical proportions. In this terrifying morality tale of sex and violence, all our worst fears are confirmed. As the car's passengers accelerate on their mission of violence, a young couple are trying to escape their long-buried tragedy, but are unaware of the horror gaining on them. A riveting tale, The Nightrunners confirms Lansdale is a major talent. So there's your rundown of the basic story. I definitely enjoyed myself reading this. This is more of a dime store horror novel, whereas I'm used to, as you can probably see from back there. Maybe. The majority of stuff that I have read over the past, I don't know, 20 years or whatever is Stephen King. This is a whole different flavor than that. And actually, in his review of Layman, he already sort of notes that he finds Stephen King boring and that there's barely ever a multitude of bad guys and that sort of thing. I think maybe Artie is just approaching Stephen King from the wrong angle. Stephen has a more traditional literary take on storytelling, and I think he wants to establish and give all of the characters as much backstory as possible, given his maybe lengthy books or whatever. But anyway, maybe too much comparison to Stephen King with Nightrunners is not really relevant. This is a very violent book. It moves very quickly, so I like that. I feel like Lansdale doesn't spend as much time in establishing the characters. He just sort of dips in more like a movie vibe where you don't get a ton of backstory. You get just enough to make the story happen. One of my favorite scenes in this is when one of the young men. I don't want to get too much into spoiler territory. I don't like to do that with my videos just because I would rather people go and check out the stuff for themselves and see what they think. But I guess I've held that up long enough. One of my favorite scenes is when you get to see a very personal interaction with one of the main bad guys, another bad guy, and a demon that starts to possess them both. And you're in this sort of like dark realm in between reality and a dream. I don't. It's very interesting take, and was like unique to the entire book. And then from there, the book only gets more interesting, and there is a very well described I guess characterization or I don't know. You can very realistically see what is happening to this guy while he is attacking other characters, and his face is changing. There's multiple voices happening, and all of the other characters are responding to this in a very realistic way. So I like that. So I don't know. I've probably said enough. If you like horror and you like gore and violence and novels that make you cringe a little bit, this is cool. This is good stuff. That's it. Until next time.